Slaps.com.
You're not worth $1, not even lose change just because you pull the flag. That don't mean you bang. Niggas wearing skirts like 2 Chainz, going dark like on these niggas. Bruce Wayne. Even Jesus think he Jesus. Keep playing with God's name. One day you gonna need him. Yeah, I'm the shit. Fuck it, I'm features. They hungry for the truth, so I'ma feed them. Feed them till their stomach burst. Walk around here saying that the stomach hurt. Ouch. I do what's right, I don't do what works. Sell their soul, not knowing their worth. Sometimes I feel like Abraham. Doing what I gotta do cause I'm a grown man. Yes, sir. Feeling successes ain't God's plans. Throw my hands up and put it in God's hands.
I'm searching for sunshine in the sky. And when I'm down with the ground and pray to the most high. I'm searching for sunshine in the sky. And when I'm down with the ground and pray to the most high.
You haters never faze me. You're soft like mashed potatoes, so I'm for the fucking gravy. I'm crazy, oh my, I'm so retarded. And when I get this money, none of you will be rewarded. OMG, I can't believe she made it. I'm still working at Burger King and she's so fucking famous. For the stupid cash, my little stupid ass. Metro, please save me from this bus pass. Y'all kept on hating, I wasn't participating. Treated you like Kelly Rowland, haters on my motivation. Stuck on stupid, I was damn near constipated till I started spitting laxatives and shitting on your faces. Ballin', rolling, all you haters broken phony. Treat this beat just like a pony, so I had to jump up on it. Since you hated hard, it pushed me further than tomorrow. I write you a check, but don't get happy. It's just a song.
I'm searching for sunshine in the sky. And when I'm down with the ground and pray to the most high. I'm searching for sunshine in the sky. And when I'm down with the ground and pray to the most high.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I know everybody like, well, why did he play that with cussing in it? Well, it's my music, number one. Let me get up close and personal. First of all, it is my song, number one. And number two, I know I'm not playing this to promote violence or anything. The song is called Knowledge. And it's on one of my CDs. I've been making music for a long time. Don't get me wrong, I still have some lingering music out there, but I'm not ashamed to show who I am. You get what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed to show who I used to be. You understand? So, I mean, I have a past. Everybody has a past. I have a present. You understand? I may not be the same way in the next 5 years that I am today. In the next 5 years, I may be something different. You know, as far as this music goes, you know, I progressed, and I haven't went back into the street talking and the slit talking and all that. But at the same time, I'm an artist. I make music, and I know people that listen to me or like music wants to hear some nice music every now and then that has nothing to do with the Bible and stuff like that. I get all that, but I'm always implement the word in my music one way or another, even if you don't understand what I'm saying or do. You understand what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I thank the Lord Jesus Christ for him being so merciful and graceful, and just to show you other sides of me instead of showing you just, oh, I'm this guy on the tube just talking or whatnot. Let me turn this down a little bit. Let me see how this sounds. My waves are way up. But anyway, so we gonna get into our show, and we gonna get it pumping. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn down this music, and yeah. All right, y'all. So we have a nice show for y'all today. It's going to be a quick one. I'm not going to be too long. It's a lot of things that's going on A lot of narratives being pushed. I'm gonna put the music back on. I'm not done talking. Yeah, I think that's another catchphrase or title I can use for one of my videos called "Kill the Narrative," because there's a lot of narratives that the Bible kills, and it's unfortunate that we live under these narratives, and I call them strongholds, or not strongholds. They keep you in bondage. They keep you thinking one way when God say another. You know, we don't like to go to the scriptures. We like to just go off of what people say, or go off of people react, or what we see out of other people and what their lives are like. You get what I'm saying? So we don't need to be thinking that just because this person is living this way, or this person say talk a different way, that they more holier than this next person because they don't talk or say or do or believe the same thing that they do. That's our narratives, and I blame that on this trans world. This world is transitioning into, like I said in my last video, its natural self, because this world was filled with darkness, and darkness has no affiliation with light, and where there's no light, there's no hope. There's no hope for this world. Hallelujah. There's no hope for this world. So we need to understand what's the purpose and kill the narrative. And that's enough for me talking. I think I want to go ahead and get this going. Let's go.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. The victims were part of a crowd gathered in the Como neighborhood following the Como Fest Independence Day celebration. Police have said very little about this investigation, and they have not released any suspect descriptions. And the limited response by city leaders after 3 people were murdered and 8 more wounded has frustrated some communities, especially bringing a match after this event 2 years ago had the chief on scene and informing the public. Times have changed. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager is in Fort Worth, where she talked with a family of one murder victim today. Peyton?
Even it's still unclear how many shooters there were. No arrests at this time, according to Fort Worth police. But police tell us they're still trying to comb through surveillance video, cell phone video, and flock camera video to figure out exactly what led up to this shooting. Cell phone video captures the chaos in West Fort Worth's Como neighborhood Monday evening. Oh my God! I can't move! Police say just before midnight, multiple people opened fire where a crowd was gathered off Horn Street.
And this is a continuing thing. We have not yet have recovered from these mass shootings. We are just continuing these mass shootings. Is getting more dangerous by the year, by the month, by the week. Every week is something crazy going on. And as you see again from my last video, you know, people are going mad. You know, these people are under a spiritual attack. This whole world is being under a spiritual attack, And the only way we can get through this is we go back to our Bibles, if we go back to the Word of God, if we start having godly values instead of having these worldly values. And as long as we are in this state, this fallen state, we're going to have people dying everywhere. We're going to have people at each other's throats. It's going to be senseless and more senseless as the years go on. Trust and believe that.
name should be said.
22-year-old Cynthia Santos was also killed. Her family tells Fox 4 she came to celebrate July 4th with her friend. One woman did her frantic route to safety. Screams are heard from victims before more gunshots.
You good?
Oh my God! A motive is still unclear. Fort Worth PD provided a written update on the investigation Tuesday, saying several unknown males started firing and then took off. Overnight, a Fort Worth police captain offered a brief on-camera update.
We don't know if this is domestic related, if it's gang related. It's too early to at this point.
Instead of calling for a day of mourning, we're going along with business as usual.
Community activist Kiev Tatum critical.
The reason why we going with business as usual is because people don't care. People don't care until it happens to them. People don't care until it happens to one of their loved ones. The trumpets are being sounded. The trumpets are sounding. You don't have to hear an actual trumpet to hear the warning. Okay, there is people that is on the corners, literally and not literally, screaming to the high heavens to people to, hey, go this way. Stop going that way. A lot of people are being led astray. And this is why we having these constant tragedies, these constant incidents where people are getting murdered and getting killed over senseless things. And it's sad. People losing their lives without even gaining the knowledge of Christ. And the people that are doing this are under a spiritual attack. They're possessed with the spirit of murder and destruction. The Bible says Satan comes as a roaring lion. He seeks to kill, steal, and destroy. He wants to stop all these people that's running. How many of them are saved? The people that got shot, the people that got killed. I don't know if they were, yeah. But again, we would never, ever get past this unless we go back to our Bibles. And people are forever going to do what they want to do and live like nothing happened. Like tomorrow, like the next day, about a week, it's going to be all forgotten about, and they're going to be all right back outside with the shenanigans. I don't know what to tell you. But I will tell you this. That is not too late. And the Lord is knocking at the door. He's waiting and knocking. And all you gotta do is answer. All you gotta do is answer. Pick up the book. Start reading. Start praying. Speaking of praying, and keep it rolling, Jamie Foxx, he came out, made a statement. I know I'm, running a little late 2 weeks ago, whatever, what have you. But it's still something to be talked about here. Now, I don't know what's going on with Jamie Foxx. I don't know if he is a clone. This clone thing has been blowing up. Not just about Jamie Foxx, just about life in general. And I don't know what to believe anymore. To be honest with you, I'm at a point where I don't know who's who, what is what. Bad enough you gotta deal with the transgenders. Then you got the people that thinking they're animals, they transitioning to animals. It's a trans world. But let's hear from Jamie Foxx and see what he got to say.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's prayed, man, and sent me messages. I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back. I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through. And I know a lot of people were waiting, or wanting to hear updates, but to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, television show. I didn't want you to see me with tubes running out of me and trying to figure out if I was gonna make it through. And to be honest with you, my sister Deidre Dixon, my daughter Corinne Marie saved my life. So to them, to God, to a lot of great medical people, I'm able to leave you this video. I cannot tell you how great it feels to have your family kick in such a way. And y'all know they kept it airtight. They didn't let nothing out. They protected me. And that's what I hope that everyone could have in moments like these. Now, by being quiet, sometimes things, get out of hand. People saying what I got. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are working. The eyes are working just fine. They said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed. But I did go through, I went to hell and back. And my road to recovery had some potholes as well. But I'm coming back, and I'm able to work. So I want to thank the people that let me work. And I just want to say that I love everybody, and I love all of the love that I got. And man, I know they talk about people crying on videos. You could do take two, but I'm not gonna do a take two. It is what it is. And if you see me out from now on and every once in a while I just burst into tears, is because it's been tough, man. I was sick, man, but now I got my legs out under me, so you're gonna see me out. But like I said, I just want you to remember me for the jokes that I crack, the movies that I make. Some of them good, some of them ain't. I think I got a good one out.
I do pray that Jamie Foxx do get well. I do pray that Jamie Foxx, here you go with the clone, see with the clone. And like I said, he knows about that. He knows what it is. He knows about what the clone is. So, anyway, I pray that Jamie Foxx do get well. I pray that Jamie Foxx get out of the cult. I pray that Jamie Foxx denounce himself being in the entertainment business. He's been in the entertainment business for over 25 years, right? And he had a solid career. He's 55, and he just went through a near-death experience. And if anybody know what a near-death experience is, if you don't learn from a near-death experience, then you're not going to learn at all. So I don't know if Jamie Foxx is going to come out of what he's doing, because he's part of the Boule also. I'm not going to hold my tongue for nobody. It is what it is. He's part of the Boule. He's part of the Illuminati. And it is what it is. And the entertainment business is ran by Satan, period. The music, the movies, everything. The media, everything. He has to denounce it. He has to denounce it. And if he don't denounce it, then we don't know. He don't know if the next time he get out. The worst thing that can happen to you is that you die in your sins and you die in the hands of the living God. That's one of the worst. That is the worst thing that can happen to you. And it's crazy because I don't know what's worse, getting thrown into everlasting fire or fall into the hands of the living God. Either way, you're done. Let's keep it moving, y'all.
Are described as terrifying for a Houston woman who we're told is being detained in Dubai.
Fox 26's Domely Keith joining us live near downtown Houston with why she's being held. Domely.
Well, the crime she's charged with may surprise you, and Dubai is increasingly becoming a vacation spot for a number of Houston women. One who's there right now, according to her social media page, is trying to get back to the Bayou City, but according to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
It also could result in prison time. So it's very scary.
The trip turned terrifying for Tiara Young Allen when her mom says she was a passenger in a friend's rental car and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money.
Well, unfortunately, that happened to your daughter. I think I've seen this young lady before. Yes, and look at her. I mean, it all speaks for itself. I mean, she's the flashy type. She's the hood chick that finally made it to somewhere, and she's been like that. That's who she is. She's a trucker, and she dressed sexy and stuff like that. To gain attention, and you can't go over there to Dubai or any foreign country with this American attitude, this I'm black attitude, I'm a black girl, I'm a queen, attitude, or with the ratchet and raunchy attitude. You see? I mean, how's you trucking and dressing like this? Like, how can I take you seriously? I mean, I'm happy that you're making money. Congratulations. But other than that, look where all that got you. All that money that you got. And now it got you in jail because you didn't know how to behave yourself. And it's the parents' fault. It's the parents' fault for the most part, because they're not even saying that it's her fault. I mean, they have certain laws in countries that you can't do certain things. You have to abide by the laws. You have to know the laws before you go over there. If you're gonna go over any foreign country, please know the laws, because you don't want to get yourself in a situation where what that young lady's situation was. It's unfortunate, and hopefully she learns. But that's society today. Unfortunately, that's society today.
After speaking with the 911 operator, she went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. Traffic camera footage was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident, and that footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame. Carly's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carly's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight. 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carly's mother, stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carly scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly. They located Carly's wig and cell phone in the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse. The food she ordered for Tzatziki's was also in the car. The items she purchased from Target, as well as the items taken from her place of employment, were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene. Hoover Police deployed all available assets from the point in the search for Carter. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators. Numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers from surrounded local and federal agencies assisted Hoover Police in the search for Carter
We
Russell.
don't need to hear all of that,
Officers
but
returned
what
to
I
the
will
scene
say
on
about this
459
real
to conduct.
quick is, you look at this lady and you like, well, you know, if you didn't know what she did, you'd think she had it all together. You'd think she have it going on by the pictures that she's taking, looking glamorous, and you know, and all that stuff, right? But behind that whole figure, behind that whole mask, is a troubled human being, a troubled woman. And again, it's unfortunate that whatever got her to the point where she had to do something like this, saying that there's a missing Tyler. What type of mind frame are you in to say that there was a missing Tyler on the road? So if there's a toddler walking down the highway, you mean to tell me you're the only one that's seen this child? No cops seen this child? No good Samaritan pulled over and grabbed the child? You was the only one that seen this child? What are you, what are you thinking, lady? I'll tell you what she's thinking. She's not thinking. She's under demonic possession to even think something like that, and to report it, and to believe it, and to go through with it. There's something definitely wrong with her, and she needs to be checked immediately. If there's any spiritual discernment in her family, she definitely needs to be checked.
Cocaine found hidden all over an SUV puts these two women behind bars. MCSO deputies and Border Patrol agents arresting Melissa DeFore of Florida and Raquel Adeola of California, charging them with cocaine trafficking. According to investigators, they were pulled over on I-10 yesterday, and when their travel plans didn't add up, the drug dogs were called in and sniffed out all that coke, and there was a lot of it. Deputies searched the vehicle, found several hidden traps on the floorboards and sidewalls that contained more than 217 pounds of the drug.
I tell you
the
one
estimated
thing,
street value of the coke, $2.1 million.
I think those chicks are Instagram. Hold on before we get into this, all right? But piggybacking on the last video, I think that those chicks were Instagram models or OnlyFans models. Just about a few months ago, there was an issue with two young ladies in LA, I believe, that got robbed for $10,000. And now you got these ladies drug trafficking. There is something to those two connections, like being a stripper, being an OnlyFans person, and drugs and street life. It all dates back to street life. You're nothing but a hustler, hustling people, and you were so greedy that you couldn't just be an Instagram model or OnlyFans person. You had to be trafficking drugs for money. I mean, it's never enough. When's enough enough?
Defense amidst the rapper's ongoing jury selection, petitioning the court to exclude evidence of a ritualistic sacrifice in his RICO trial.
The theory behind killing animals is you're draining their energy, their power, and to use for mystical purposes.
According to newly filed court documents, defense attorneys for Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, have motioned to exclude evidence stemming from his co-defendant's arrest. According to the documents, during Shannon Stillwell's March 2022 arrest, officials found a, quote, religious ceremony which involved the supposed sacrifice of goats. Prosecutors say Stillwell, known as SB, and Young Thug were part of a gang referred to as Young Slime Life, Young Stoner Life, or simply YSL. Last year, Fulton County, Georgia officials indicted nearly 30 people involved in the gang, alleging conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corruption Act, or RICO. Multiple defendants are also indicted on several counts of murder, and Young Thug faces one count of participation in criminal street gang.
This is even in.
For the 8
I'm more surprised that they're
began in
reporting
January.
that he had the goats as rituals, right? I'm more surprised at that. I'm not surprised that he used goats as rituals because I'm already told you. The entertainment business is ran by Satan himself. See this? The Baphomet symbol, look-alike. That's what it's ran by. A trans world. A trans world. I've been telling y'all about this. This is not going to stop. Blood sacrifices for animals hasn't stopped. It's big. In certain foreign countries, they are big. And some of these entertainers get the ideas, and some of them even go over there to get spirits possessed in them to get rich. Believe it or not. Yes. All the higher ups. It's a spiritual war. It's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual. My phone is going crazy. It's a spiritual warfare. And it's getting real, and it's starting to come out more and more as the years go on. As things are coming out more and more, and it gets more shocking. My phone going crazy. I'm not surprised that Young Thug is into this. Wears dresses. I don't know why they showing ads. I don't want no ads on mine. He wears dresses. He's flamboyant. Talented, but corrupt. What you want me to say about it? I mean, what more can you say? I mean, should he get charged for yes. I mean, it's sick. And then you got bodies on top of that. So you summoned the demon, and then you went out and killed, stilled, and destroyed.
You're being hailed a hero for swimming to the rescue in the midst of that ugly riverfront brawl.
That boy swimming his open out.
The teen leaps off a riverboat after seeing his coworker being beaten on the dock. The 16-year-old is now being dubbed a real-life Aquaman, On social media, he is a sensation.
The guy that jumped in the water to help,
Yeah.
they're now calling him Jamichael Phelps.
Michael Phelps. I heard Michael B. Phelps.
A family spokesperson praises him as showcasing courage beyond his years. Video of the Riverfront Rumble is being seen around the world, and we're learning more today about how it all started and why it erupted into a pitched battle with racial overtones. Passengers on this riverboat were getting ready to go ashore after an evening cruise in Montgomery, Alabama. That's the first mate who's gone ashore to remove a pontoon boat blocking the riverboat's dock.
You hear the captain over the PA system suddenly say, "Black pontoon boat, move your boat."
Krista Owen shot this video as the first mate tried to persuade a group of men to move their boat. That's when one knucklehead attacks him. And you can see him toss his hat away as he gets ready to fight back. But within seconds, he is hopelessly outnumbered and is taking a brutal beating. What were you thinking when all of a sudden you see the first punch being thrown?
It was breaking my heart, and all of us, of course. Now we're like, I can't believe we have to watch this poor man, be beat, and we can't do anything about it.
He's defenseless.
He's defenseless.
The riverboat captain spoke to a local radio station.
It was difficult for me to sit there in the wheelhouse watching him being attacked. And the whole time I'm on the PA, stop.
When the riverboat finally docks, some passengers and crew get involved and there's a free-for-all. This woman was thrown into the water. Look at that guy hitting people over the head with the folding chair again and again.
Oh my God! He's going to jail.
Until he's finally overpowered by cops. The fight is angering Mayor Stephen Reed.
This is not indicative of our community at all.
I'm gonna say this, and this is the last video.
Beyond his years.
I applaud our brothers. I'm gonna say it again. I applaud my brothers, my brown skinned brothers, my dark skinned brothers, for coming over there to help this man. I applaud. Because now, was the security guard aggressive or too aggressive? Maybe. From what I heard, that these people on the riverboat, the people, the white people, they were drunk. Some of them were drunk. That could have played a part. The security guard aggression could have played a part. But ultimately, the true spirit of these people came out. And it's unfortunate that it played out that way. I wish it would have had a different outcome. I wish we wouldn't even be talking about it right now. But the fact of the matter is, it was wrong. They both was wrong. But I do applaud the brothers for coming together. Him throwing the hat in the air, that was iconic right there. That was iconic. I don't know what was that, man. Him throwing the hat up in the air like, well, let's go. I don't know what that was, but that was hilarious. But I'm glad nobody got seriously hurt. Nobody's in jail. Well, people are in jail, but nobody's in the hospital for serious injuries. And it was a brawl. Now, we're not going to sit here and make it a racial thing, because it is what it is. And I believe that these black guys that came out and helped the security guard did it because they seen it as, white people pounding on a black person. That's what it looks like. Now, in the hitting of the chair of the woman on the ground, that was uncalled for, but the edging on of it was kind of excessive. The narration of it was kind of excessive, but it is what it is. I applaud that, because that's better than Lil Juju coming on the block doing a drive-by and hitting people up. Black brothers came together to help each other, even though it's done in violence, but it is what it is. I ain't see that in a long time. But again, we live in this we live in this trans world, man. I just wanted to talk to y'all, man, real quick, and I guess this is it for me. God bless everyone. I hope everybody have a wonderful weekend. I did this on a Friday. I might do another one tomorrow, but I just wanted to come in here. I had a few videos I wanted to talk about, and we did that, and it is what it is. And again, him throwing that head up in the air was iconic, man. Like, I'm gone, man. We out, man. One.
I'ma feed them. Feed them till the stomach burst. Walk around here saying that the stomach hurt. Ouch. I do what's right, I don't do what works. Sell their soul, not knowing their worth. Sometimes I feel like Abraham. Doing what I gotta do cause I'm a grown man. Yes, sir. Fear and success is in God's plans. Throw my hands up and put it in God's hands. I'm searching for sunshine under the sky. And when I'm down at the ground and pray to the Most High. I'm searching for sunshine under the sky. And when I'm down at the ground and pray to the Most High.
You haters never faze me. You're soft like mashed potatoes, so I'm for the fucking gravy.